What? Who's talking? What'd you say, Daniel? 10 minutes. What about 10 minutes? Has it been 10 minutes? Is that what you're saying? I'm so sorry. 10 minutes. You know what I think you look like you need? You need a pie. Do you have a pie?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just saw that movie again. Love it. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I thought you just said, I thought you mean I look like a housewife or something.
No. The help. No, the help.
The Help? The movie The Help?
I never watched it. I didn't watch it.
She needs the pie, does she not? Look at what she's wearing.
She said she looked like a TV show.
Okay, I'll watch it.
You need to watch it.
Have I? I've watched it. Have you seen it? Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, we've been there. All right, here we go. So the first numbers they give us are 2 and 5. And so inequality, yes, we know 2 is less than 5. So we say 2 is less than 5. All right, but then how did we get from 2 to 4? And how did we get from 5 to 10? And there are a couple of things you could do. First, you might say, well, let's add 2. Well, you add 2 to 2, you get 4, but you add 2 to 5, you get 7 and not 10. So we can't add 2, and so that's why we say, oh, well, yeah, you have to multiply by 2. So when you do that, you get 4 and 10, and 4 is less than 10. All right? So let's just do the next one together. How do I get from 4 to negative 1? And how do I get from 10 to 5? Okay, so we subtract 5. So whatever operation it is that you're doing, you are putting here in the middle. Subtract 5. And then how does negative 1 compare to 5? What inequality symbol will we use there? Less than. Remember, less than looks like the sideways L. Less than. So I want you, with the people next to you or by yourself, however you want to do it, try to continue on saying, how do I get from negative 1 to 5? How do I get from 5 to negative 25? Answer what operations are happening here, and then also tell me what inequality symbols are you going to put. Then also try to answer the questions at the bottom. Which operations appear to be flipping? What's true about negative numbers? And answer those questions at the bottom. So see if you can finish that in the next 7-ish, 5-ish minutes, okay, while I take attendance. Ready, set, go. Mel, Leah is here. No Chris. Anne, Lloyd, Bea, Lonnie, Daniel, Manuel, Shauna, Destiny, Alex. Hey, let's make sure we're talking some math in there too. What's up, man? Where you been? Oh, the dentist? Let me see your pearly whites. Nice. Okay, Jasmine's here. Jaime, Sam, Marion, Nia, Amani, Angel, Kiaria, Aaliyah, Jeremiah. We are on page 48, Mr. Teague. 48. Aaron, Floyd, Destiny, Talon, Katera, Zoe, and William. Oh, crap. Shoot. Oh, yes. Do you have a card? Have you done a card before? Okay. I'll get you one. Oh, okay. Then, yeah, next time you can just fill it out and then I'll just sign it, but that's not a problem. Demi. Yes. Yes, try to answer the questions below also. All right. Here you go. And when you're done, just put it right there. Who did I say was missing? Chris? Yes. Come on, you haven't even been here.
Oh, I didn't even know y'all started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, you do too. Shoot, that's not the one I wanted.
You didn't say nothing? Like, she didn't explain nothing?
She did.
I said page 48.
Yeah, but I wasn't here for the first part.
No, I said it after you came in.
He
Specifically.
wasn't here to see how to do it, is what he's saying.
Oh, yeah.
What did you get? The number.
That is a good question of itself. We kind of talked about that. So we'll talk about that here.
You just bought that? Didn't have that? That's yours?
Initially I said, well,
As a what?
The smaller digit as a negative number. Somebody's music is too loud over here. I don't know whose it is, but I can hear it. All right, so does adding and subtracting a negative number always, sometimes, or never produce an opposite number? I heard one sometimes. What'd you say? Sometimes? Sometimes? Here's my question. Do they mean an opposite number, or do they mean an opposite sign or opposite value? I know what it says. Does adding or subtracting a negative number always, sometimes, or never produce an opposite number? Sometimes. Can you give me some examples?
If you add -3 to 1, you get 2. But if you,
Oh, you get what?
you get +2.
You get what?
No, you get -2.
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I asked 2 times. No.
But, if you subtract.
Now, whoa. Well, let's stick with this. Does adding and subtracting a negative number? So, can you give me an example of a negative number where it did give us the opposite? So, if I started with 1, could I end up with -1? Well, I don't want to subtract. I want to stay with adding. Okay. So 1 plus -3 gives me a -2. That takes it to the negative. It doesn't give me the opposite number, though. And again, this is why I was like, are they meaning opposite number? They mean opposite value. Or 1 plus -2 gives me -1. So either way here, for this, it is sometimes, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Does multiplying or dividing by a negative number always, sometimes, or never produce an opposite number? Sometimes again? Always? What'd you say? Sometimes? Can we have and come up with some examples? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Does multiplying or dividing by a negative number always, sometimes, or never produce an opposite number? Okay, so let's check with multiplying. So say -1 times what? Times 1. That's okay. Gives me +1. And can you give me something else? Okay. -2 times -1 gives me a +2. Now, maybe I still think they don't really mean opposite number. I think they mean opposite sign. That's really what I think they mean. But if I have a positive times a negative, you're always going to get a negative. If you take a negative times a negative, you're always going to get a positive. So which of those terms always determines what you're going to get? Not the negative, because they're both negative. It depends on the first term, right? So it depends on the first term. It's sometimes. Because sometimes it'll be negative and sometimes it'll be positive. So both of those are sometimes.
Is this gonna be on the test or something?
There will definitely be the type, you remember when we did the card sort, always, sometimes, never?
Yeah.
That will be on there. what we will be reviewing
Is it like this?
next week. I don't think it's like this one. I don't think it's this crazy. All right, so turn the page now. Let's go to page 49. Let's go fishing. Did you guys see the meme at the front?
Yes.
Did I say anything about the meme? How many of you have done that?
If I can put my head
All the time, right? Middle of the night, you knock your phone over. It's like, oh, where is it? You're bringing up by the charger. I thought that was funny. All right, on page 49. 49, yes. Erase. Let's go fishing. Is there anybody in here who has never gone fishing?
I went fishing. First time I went for biology, girls.
For biology? Nice.